Certain jobs require strength. Other jobs require patience. And while others just need mere persuasion. Join me, the Job Ranger, as I hunt for jobs and show you some of the toughest jobs and simplest jobs people do for a living in Zambia or Africa at large.
And I already feel dehydrated. Now, these people have to do it every single day, doing what I'm doing right now.
Hello everybody, this is the show where we get to explore all kinds of jobs in Zambia. Guess where I am? This is the sweetest town in Zambia, Mazabuka District. This is where you get the most of the sweetest little particles called sugar. Well, today is special. We are going to do the very simple job that looks so simple that everyone thinks they can do it. But can we do it? Join me, your host Emmanuel, as we venture into this job called vegetable gardening and taking their vegetables to the Nakambala market. But what are we doing again? We are getting their vegetables from their gardens to the Nakambala market. That sounds simple, right? Well, let's go.
Don't know how deep this dam is, but you don't want to fall in there.
I don't know how this qualifies to be a bridge, but people cross here. This wide stretch, if you're not patient enough, you might give up on your way to the market. As you can see, it's a wide stretch. It tells you this is where you're going and this is where you're going. You don't know where the market is, but all you know is this is the direction to the market. So if you can look at these stones, the road is filled with these kind of stones. Imagine you have to transfer your vegetables every single day, bumping in one of these stones. Every single day. And you won't tell me this is the only stone on this road. There are so many stones on this road. Now you wake up every morning, take your goods to the market and bump in each and every stone like this type every single day. This is a tiring job, but these farmers are patient. So he says this kind of onions, normally marketeers don't get to buy them because they are destroyed. But how do you know that these onions are destroyed?
They change its color.
Oh, he says they change in color. So from what color to what color?
From white
From white
to brown.
to brown. Then if you come close enough, you're able to see that these onions are, what do you call this? This is a bulb? This is a bulb. They're actually larger than ordinary onions. So what is there a specific chemical that you use to make this slightly bigger than the original onion? So is it okay if I remove this? Wow, look at this. Wow. This is like 1 onion but 3 onions. Wow. So you mean this is still the market would still refuse this kind of an onion? But it looks healthy to me. Oh, at home. Oh, not market. So you mean the reason why people refuse in the market is because they have good types of onions, eh? Okay. They know the quality of onion. So what he's trying to say is these kind of onions would be rejected in the market, in the sense that they are good qualities in the market. So this is like, it would be a reject in the market itself. But to an ordinary eye, this is onion at home. You can even cook using this same onion. Wow. Okay.
As you have seen, this is a drainage that we use to water our plants.
Okay.
As you have seen here, there is a bed where we have planted the eggplants. These are egg.
Okay.
So the type of irrigation that we use to water our plantation is furrow irrigation. So as you see in this drainage is used for supplying water. Plants.
Wow. You know, people would be sitting at home saying, "Now, I can't start growing vegetables because I don't know how to even create my own irrigation." This is like a tunnel from there to there. And then, how do you use buckets for watering now?
We just block the water so that they may.
But how? Oh, you block when you open there, that means the water flows there. Wow. So so it's like it's connected. The lines are connected. Once you unblock there, then it comes. Oh wow! This is a creative way of saying I can't use bucket, but I'll just unblock. Then the water will start flowing all over them. Wow! This is great creativity.
So okay, mchezo kama ni. Okay. So watu tuntu watu manini ndio manini kama just record hey.
Most sold vegetables. So what he's trying to say, this is already 1 kwacha. Okay, so what he's trying to say is this bunch is already 1 kwacha. So imagine if you had to pluck out this kind of a bunch in this kind of a farm, you would provide close to, how much would it be? 1.3. So he says each bed contains about 100 kwacha. So each bed can produce about 100 kwacha according to him. So this bunch is already 1 kwacha. So each bed 1 kwacha plus this 1 kwacha. So that makes it 1.3, the whole entire farm or the whole entire. One bed 100 kwacha.
Then you go above 100 kwacha.
So he says he's already made a 50 kwacha out of just selling kalemla in the morning. How do we tie it now? So we make a round knot. So do I tie it from here? So these ropes that you're using, what are these? What do you get this kind of vegetation from? The one that you're using to tie the rope. Okay. So these are gotten from the stream, tying the sweet potato leaves. So this is another creative way of not buying ropes in town. You can just get those they call them grass. It's like grass. So these are like grass. As you can see, these are like grass. What they do is just get them from the street and tie. They use the same potato leaves, sweet potato leaves, just there. So this actually makes it even less expensive. It reduces on the expenses. Instead of going into town and buying ropes, you can still use this to tie the sweet potato leaves. Wow, creative. So this is already 4 kwacha. So what we did is we plucked the sweet potato leaves from this same small garden. And what I'm carrying right now is 4 kwacha. So I'm going to pack it in the bicycle waiting for me there.
Before you even make the intro. So what we're doing here is he's about to teach us on how to pack the sweet potato leaves and the grape all together. This is because you don't want to carry different sacks in the sense that you only have one bicycle. So if you have to carry everything, you have to put them in one sack, but put them in a systematic way. So this is what he's about to do. So you can go on. So singafakati kalembula or like sweet potatoes leaves ati pansi yeka then talanyamula repu taifaka pakati talita Chinese tafaka pakati futhi taita just whatever vegetables which we put in timanyamula ati yonse in order ifuri kati yonse yakala pamwamba kwa time yokulisa. So what he's trying to say is you have to create a system in your brain where you have to arrange the vegetables in a systematic way. You don't need to put the Chinese down on top the sweet potato, then on top of the sweet potatoes maybe grape. You don't have to arrange them in that way. You arrange them in a systematic way in the sense that when you find customers in your way, you have to access them quickly rather than digging deep down the sack. Yes. So, apometifakira manje line ya kalembula like sweet potatoes yuko zafaka sweet potatoes. So this is actually bulb onion, and Mr. Kelvin says if you are to sell all of them, you would make about 70,000 or 70 kwacha. Sorry, 70 kwacha. Right now, I'm not looking at the labor, but I'm looking at the 70 kwacha. I'm carrying 70 kwacha. Oh, so where do we put them? Here. Wow, 70. So the 70 kwacha is actually just approximation of how much this will cost. But the accurate one, we are not too sure. But this might be known. you had to rate our job, what would be the percentage? How far we've done the job? Since we've not yet taken the onions to the market, but from the percentage, how far have we get the job done?
We are almost done. Of course, there is few words on
Okay. No, I mean the entire job, from packing to taking it to the market. Can you, what percentage? Is it already maybe 20%? Have we done, what percentage have we done?
Okay, explanation of the percentage.
Yes, of the job done so far. From the packing stage, now we're now going to take it to the market. Huh?
We are
So,
now at 25%.
25%.
25%.
So what he's trying to say is, from the packing to actually taking the vegetables to the market, we've just done 25% of the job. Imagine about 75 left, 25% left for the whole job to be done. Wow, yes, we still have a long way.
Yeah.
And I'm already done. I'm already dehydrated. Imagine this, they're doing this every day. Wow. This is almost 60 what? 60 kg. Whoa! Onion, yeah. So what he's trying to say is this already weighs. Oh! Hey! This is already 60 kg of onion. And imagine you have to transport 60 kg of onions to the market. Either maybe twice a day, or even once a day. But imagine transporting 60 kg every day. Whew. This is a lot of work. Wow. Wow. So now Key is balancing it now. As you can see, Kelvin is trying to spot that that point where you can use balancing the whole entire sack. So he first observes how where it's leaning. So he says, no, let's push the bicycle a bit so I can observe how I can balance it. You know, this thing is actually pulling the bike backwards. Wow, 60 kg for, this is heavy. This is heavy. And imagine if you're not used carrying 60 kg every day, you'll be flipping every day, flipping upside down. Wow. The farmers, majority of them say we've just done 25% of the job, the packing and the balancing on the bike. Now what's left is taking this sack to the Nakambala market, and they already feel dehydrated. Now these people have to do it every single day, doing what I'm doing right now. All right. So we've traveled about half of the route that they normally use, and I feel like if you can't rest, you could probably faint. Whoa, it's really rough here. Wow. Okay, so what it is we're now in the central business of Mazabuka. This is the actual town. So what we'll do is, instead of using the other route, this was a shortcut to Nakambala market. We're still moving, we're still going, but we're still within town. Let's keep going.
Mr. Mainza Terrible was one of the farmers that we had come with from Kwabin. We had to travel that long journey with him. So Mr. Mainza, do you think the journey was worth it?
The journey was too difficult for us to reach the market here. But we have managed to reach Nakambala finally. Now selling
onions. Now, Mr. Mainza, before you continue, you remember, we had to sweat, we had to climb the hills, we had several breakdowns, but is it now worth it? Look, the onions are almost done and we're almost making millions in just less than an hour. So what can you say towards that?
The first thing, what I can say is for a farmer to produce some produce, we have to suffer. Starting from the garden until the market, you have to suffer until finally get the money.
Yes.
True.
No, even if we have to suffer, but remember that road needs to be fixed, and we also need to come up with ideas of how we can ease our transportation of our products or of our vegetables from the bean area to the market. We need to still find ways of how we can transport them in an easy way. The journey, however, was tough, but customers have bought our onions, and we're going home smiling because in less than an hour, our onions are almost sold.
But our challenge as the farmers, we are coming from very far places. We are requesting for the transport. Maybe this new government can pay much attention to the farmers so that they may provide us transport from our gardens to the market.
Wow, great. Well said, Mr. Mainza. So I'm sure we're now preparing for the going back to the Kwabin area as we wind up with the onions, of course. Let's continue selling. Tukwacha.
Still remember the big bunch that we had of onions? Now look, it's almost done. It's almost completed.
Tukwacha.
And we're still shouting, Tukwacha. Until the whole bunch is done. Because we cannot go home. That journey was just too long for us to go back to this one. We need to finish it. This is our place. This is our job. Tukwacha. So this is Tukwacha. This is also Tukwacha. And this is also Tukwacha. See, this is also Tukwacha. This is 2, 4, 6, 8. This is already 8 kwacha. And we've not spent less than an hour. We've already sold out close to 4 onions that were brought here in less than an hour. So you still remember the onions that we came with? This is now what is left of them. It was a long journey, but we still managed to sell all the onions. What a job well done. Wow.
You still remember our whole journey? We first started with packing the vegetables. After packing the vegetables, we were of course introduced to onion packing. After packing the onions, we had to balance them on our bicycles. After balancing the bicycles, we had to now start our journey. Now starting the journey, we had to start it from the bean area to town, then town to Nakambala market, which is of course the busiest market in Mazabuka. Upon reaching Nakambala market, we of course did not spend more than 2 hours there because our customers were readily available, and we managed to sell our vegetables within 2 hours, which of course means people are willing to buy, but the journey of course is a bit too long for the farmers. You still remember my white shirt? Well, it's no longer white. It's now probably brown because of the whole journey. It was a journey, and farmers pass through this so many times. Have to wake up every morning, do that every morning, do that every morning, do that. It's a journey, but they have to still keep going. But their plea is the government should step in and create transportation for them. At least that way they get to shipping real quickly with the transportation. The basically do not need to ride bicycles, but the government can still provide them with transportation from Kwabin area to the main market, which is the Nakambala market. This has been your host, Emmanuel Kapungu. Until next time, you can still leave a comment on which job you feel we should pursue next. This has been the vegetable farming episode. Thank you. Until next time.